Let it sit for 1 minute only, and I promise you, I'm not lying, it comes off in one chunk. Guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're talking nails. Specifically, we're talking at-home manicure systems and kind of my breakdown, compare and contrast, all of that, because I feel like I get a lot of questions about the systems I talk about, specific to, you know, especially the cured ones, but even ones that aren't cured, I get a lot of questions about which is better. So we're going to talk about that. And yeah, I just want to jump into this video and get started. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. Also leave a comment down below on what your favorite at-home manicure system is. And without further ado, let's get into this breakdown of at-home manicure systems. At-home nail systems, let's get into it. I'm excited. Now, first things first, I need to address my nails because it's a nail video and I know they look insane. I'm doing this after this video because, like, am I kidding? I had to cut all my nails off, which is always the worst, but I cut all my nails off and I'm kind of regrowing them and all that, and I just didn't do them, and we're here now. But anyways, I digress. Now that we addressed that, let's get into the nail system. So the first one I want to talk about is Dazzle Dry. I love Dazzle Dry. If you have ever, I don't know if your salons near you offer you this, but a lot of the time you get a $5 extra like upcharge if you do a Dazzle Dry manicure. Dazzle Dry is just the absolute best and it lasts really long. So let's talk about the system. So step one is the nail prep. So once you've prepped your nails, and I've talked about nail prep before, buffing the tops of your nails, very important for any nail polish, any system, any gel. Buff the tops of your nails. You need that roughness. Then, you know, get all the dust and stuff off. Then nail dehydrator. You need a nail dehydrator. And I actually got this question on a video recently. Nail polish remover or acetone and nail dehydrator are not the same thing. So I'm just gonna say that. But if you just do nail polish remover, it's fine. But I do find that I have a significant difference when I use a nail dehydrator, and I struggle with manicures lasting long on me when I don't kind of prep correctly. So once you're prepped and all of that, you go on with this and you just pump it out on a cotton pad or something and you wipe your nails down. This is very important. Then you go on with your base coat. Now your base coat looks cloudy like this. You have to put it in hot water or warm water and until it turns clear. So right now it's pretty cloudy. It gets clear, then you can apply it. Now you apply 2 coats of the base coat. You wait until each coat is more on the matte side, and then you go on with color. The colors, I have a bunch of colors here. These are the ones that I'm grabbing a lot right now. So this one is Rapid Red. This looks a lot warmer in the monitor I'm seeing than it is in person. This is a really nice, just classic red color. It's really beautiful. I love this. Then the color I wear the most in all polishes, the color black. I just love a black nail polish. This is great. This is Midnight Express. Then we have this kind of more neutral shade. It looks more pink, it's like a white with a touch of pink, maybe a little bit of gray to it. It's really, really pretty. I feel like a lot of brides would love this shade. And this one is, what is it, Taupe of the Morning or something? Taupe of the Morning, then First Blush or At First Blush, something like that, is also a stunning kind of bridal nail shade. So you do those, each coat, however many coats you want. I've done up to 3 coats. I feel like beyond that is a little bit bananas because it's gonna, just with any system or any polish, 3 I feel like should be the cap, because then I feel like it's just going to chip easier. But you do however many coats you want. You wait until, again, the polish is more on the matte side. Then you do the next coat, and then you do the final coat, which is the top coat here. Really shiny, really beautiful. I love the way that my nails look after I do Dazzle Dry. I also find that when I'm kind of in a tough nail spot and I feel like my nails maybe are a little bit weak because I pick at my nail polish sometimes, don't do that. It makes your nails weaker and more brittle, so don't do that. I love this system, and I feel like I can get it to be about 2 weeks for me when I do my nails at home. On my toes, it lasts for 1,892,000 days, just because I feel like polish on your toes lasts so much longer, but it lasts really nice. It's a good, I mean, even like these are beyond 2 weeks right now, and I know that they look haggard. I've been picking at them, but this is beyond 2 weeks for me now, and it's fine. I've just been picking at it, so I really am the problem here, but I can get it to be longer than 2 weeks. I like to change my nail polish more often. It's a great system. It is on the pricey side, but if you get like a bundle and then you kind of get polishes in that bundle, or you kind of just buy the polishes you want outside of the bundle, it's fine. Now, in addition to like the regular stuff, they have something called Revive, and this is really great because it thins out the polish, so it just, you can have your polish for so long because they give you something like this, which is great. So I do like, maybe they have a little dropper that comes with it, and I do maybe 4 drops and kind of see if I need more, and it's just, and this lasts you forever. It's really, really great. I am a really big fan of Dazzle Dry. Now I want to talk about Olive and June. So I'm going to talk about the varying options within Olive and June. So you have their gel system, which I have here, and I have a whole video on. Then you have their classic polish, which I have here. Their classic polish is great. So their classic, like their original, is now called their long lasting polish, and this is a great polish. Dries really quickly, which is amazing. I'm a really big fan. Their top coat is the best top coat in the history of Earth. This is great, and you don't need to have a base coat with these polishes. And then they also have, so they have varying, they have 2 types or 3 types. They have 3 types of polish now. They have the long lasting, which I have, they have the quick dry, and then they have their gel. I want to talk about their gel system. So you get a lamp, which is great. I got the gel, the full gel system, and 2 colors with it. So you get a lamp, which is great. You get your colors. So I picked these 2, the shade CV and the shade Obsessed. And oh, I actually think this is the shade Obsessed, yeah. So, and they're very, I would say if you've ever used the long lasting or the quick dry polish, they look the same, which is great. You also get a gel top coat, gel base coat, and you also get a peel off base coat. And that, I prefaced this in the full review, but that will kind of, you can get it, or for me, I could get it to kind of that 4-day, 5-day mark, but then, and that's only if I prep my nails really, really well. If I don't prep my nails well, I feel like 2-3 days. But I do believe that like for a peel off base coat, they're made mainly for people who want to change their polish more often. So there is that kind of caveat. Then you get a cuticle pen, which is great. I really like this cuticle pen. You get cuticle remover, you get nail polish remover. Their nail polish remover is great. Buffer, and some other kind of little tools that you can use. I enjoy this system, but I do want to say that the polish is thick. And if you've never used gel before, it is a thick polish. But I would say in terms of average gel, it can kind of, it's more on the thick side, but not the thickest gel I've ever used, but it is thick. So really, really thin coats is very important with this polish. So what you do is if you're going to do the peel off base coat, you do that first. If not, you just go straight on with the gel base coat. You cure it. Then you do your color, do thin coats. I've done up to 3 coats, but I will say the Olive and June polishes are really, really pigmented, or at least the 2 that I have, so I don't need more than 2 coats. So I do cure those 2 coats, and then I go on with the top coat, cure that, and then I'm good to go, and I'm really happy. Now I would say that the wear, if I'm not using the peel off base and I'm using the classic gel base coat, I feel it says you can get up to 21 days. I would say, I've tested it a few times, I would say that I can get a little bit more than 21 days, but I would say that that's pretty accurate. In terms of how other gel polishes wear, I would say this wears, I can get with like other gel polishes that I've tried out, like Madam Glam and all of that, I would say I can get those to last 4 full weeks before I'm like, okay, this has to come off for other gel polishes. But there are gel polishes, like even, I would say even OPI at times will last me about 3 weeks, and then it's time to kind of move on. But I do think it's really important for how you prep your nails, for how gel polishes are going to work on your nails. I really enjoy this system. Again, you just need to kind of figure out the best way to use it for yourself. And I will say that like thin coats is really important with any like true style gel, but also just even with a standard polish, thin layers is the way to get your polish to last the longest. But overall, I really do enjoy this, and I think it's nice. I don't think that it's going to be for everyone though, and I think a lot of people are excited about the peel off base coat, but you have to be aware that it's just not going to last as long as you think it is, which I do wish that they would kind of advertise that more on their website. At least when I've tried other peel off base coats before, so I kind of knew what to expect, but I do wish they kind of advertise that a little bit more, because I feel like on their website they didn't exactly explain that it's meant to be a little bit of a shorter wear. I do believe I read on in their info packet, I like went through the full thing, that the peel off base coat is kind of meant to be up to 10 days. I would say up to 5, to be honest, but that's just my experience. I really enjoy this though, and I think it's great, and I think a lot of people will enjoy it. I just don't think it's necessarily going to be for everyone, but it is really nice. Next up, in Olive and June, they have stick-on nails, and I have a few. I've tested them out before. They're nice, and what's nice about their kind of stick-on nails is it's so easy. You don't have to paint them, you just have to stick them on. But when you every single time I open these, I feel like I make a mess. When you open, it comes in a thing. When you open this up, you get extra nails, which is really nice. You get a prep pad, you get the glue, you get a buffer, and you also get one of these wooden stick things and a little bit of like an info packet, which is nice. It's all kind of in there, and it's really nice that you get extra nails, because first of all, I lose stuff all the time, but it's just nice to get extra nails in there. And then what you get is 2 layers of nails in just like on top, which is nice. So you get a lot of nail stuff, and I really like the way that they wear. I like the glue. It's really nice. I mean, you can use any glue that you like, but I do really like the glue that it comes with. I feel like they wear really nicely and they just look great. I would say that I can get the nails to last with their glue. I can get it to last about 10 days. When I use other glues, because I kind of try to test against a few things. When I use other glues, then I have been able to get them to be 14 days, but sometimes also the way that you prep your nails is really important. So making sure that your nails are really prepped, there's no oils on there or anything, really helps the wear of these. But for me, on average, I prefer to wear press-on nails and stick-on nails, whatever you want to call them. I would say for about 7 days, and then I'm ready to kind of switch. So that's all I'll say. It's a really nice system. They have a lot of different designs, and they have a lot of different kind of nail shapes, nail length, which is really, really nice. And I do believe that you can get majority of everything I've mentioned so far from Olive and June at Target, which is a nice thing because you're able to see everything in person and really see if you kind of are interested or if the shape is really what you want and all of that. Overall, I'm a really big fan of that. Next, I want to talk about Manicurist Paris, but specifically their green flash. They also have green polish, and that is their kind of standard polish. That is really nice. I've used that. I really enjoy it. But we're talking about green flash, and that's the polish that you need to cure. And I really enjoy it. It is thin, which I enjoy. I really struggle sometimes with how thick sometimes gel can be. This is a standard like thickness as a polish. You cure it, which is nice. I have their lamp, and on it has buttons, so it has base, color, and top coat, which is great, and it cures for a certain length of time. So I do believe base is 60 seconds, color is 60 seconds, and top coat is 120 seconds, I believe, and then you're good to go, and you're all set, which is nice. It also removes really easily. So the way that the system works is you do your base coat, cure that, then you do your color, cure that. On average, I would say about 2 coats for me. I've done 3, but I feel like 2 is totally enough because their polishes are opaque. I just want to show you how many colors I have. I know I have a problem, but I have, oh my gosh, this one, this actually matches me. This is my favorite shade. It is so good. It's ultramarine. It's just so stunning. I actually cannot stop. But there's the cherry red is also beautiful. Their black is beautiful. They have this stunning green. I can't wait for this for spring. This shade Brazil is, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. But anyways, I digress. I could talk about the shades 1,000 times. They also, the good thing about their green flash is it does look like all of their standard polishes that don't require being cured are in the same shades as well. So if you're interested in these shades but you don't want to use the green flash, I totally understand. They have them in their standard polish. Anyways, I digress. Then you go on with your top coat, you cure it, and you're good to go. And it's really easy to use. Again, you have the kind of buttons here on their lamp, on their LED lamp. However, again, it's 60 seconds for the base coat, 60 seconds for the color, and then 120 seconds for the top coat, and you're good to go. What I will say about the system is you need to go with those times. Like, don't over cure the polish. So don't over cure the base coat, don't over cure any of the layers, because then it won't last as long, and it's really important not to over cure. So when you do that, then you're good to go and it lasts really long. Then if I want to like kind of jazz up the shine a bit, which I want to do all the time, usually around day 7, I always want to, no matter the polish, even when it's like a classic gel, I always want to like jazz up the shine a bit. So they have something, and I think this is Shine Enhancer, and this one you do not need to cure. And you just put it on top of your polish and you let it dry naturally. It dries pretty quickly, and then it just like jazzes it up and makes it extra shiny, which I love. I'm a really big fan of this, and overall I'm a really big fan of Manicurist in general. This I can get to last 2 weeks, sometimes 3 depending on how I prep it, but I would say the average is about 2 weeks for me, and it's very easy to remove. And I feel like that is one of the biggest selling points for Manicurist, their green flash. So you can use their nail polish remover, which I love because it's not as, oh, I really need to get another one of this. Look how empty this is. Can you see that? Girl, stock up. But so this is their nail polish remover. This is great. You can use a standard acetone if you want, or whatever nail polish remover floats your boat, and you take a cotton pad, soak it like you would with like a traditional gel. You don't need to buff the top or do anything like that. Put the cotton pad on top. You can wrap it in tin foil or whatever you want. I have these clips. These are actually theirs, but you can also get clips on Amazon or wherever. Let it sit for 1 minute only, and I promise you, I'm not lying, it comes off in one chunk. It comes off in one chunk. It just peels off, and then you're good to go. And then what I like to do is take whatever the cotton pad that was soaked in the acetone or in the nail polish remover, and just rub the top of my nail and move on to the next nail, just to kind of make sure everything is completely off my nail, because I usually just fully go back in again and go with another color from usually Manicures Paris, or somewhere else. And it is great. It's so easy to use, and I will be honest, I feel like this is my standout, like, love of everything. This is my favorite of all of them. It's not just the ease of use, the ease of removal, which are amazing. The color range, the shade options are just that good. And they're so pigmented, and they just give you what you want. They are exactly what they say they are going to be. I feel like sometimes you get polishes and they aren't exactly what you want them to be. These ones, for the most part, have been 100% what I expected, which is amazing. I am such a big fan of this system, and you can just get an entire system with a bunch of colors. You can just get the system without a bunch of colors. You can get it with just one shade if you want. And overall, honestly, in my opinion, this is, out of all of them, the best. It's just so incredible. In addition to their full system, they also have a cuticle oil. Because I'm about to do my nails, I'm about to use this. It is an incredible cuticle oil, and I will say, I feel like a lot of the time when people struggle with their manicures or their gel lasting, sometimes you just got to take really good care of your cuticles, because a lot of the time, not always, but a lot of the time, it's because your cuticles are just toe up and look crazy and are just a mess. They're dry, and so it just creates a whole other set of issues. So their cuticle oil is great. Olive and June's cuticle serum oil is also great. Anything that just keeps everything looking really, really good is important for the longevity of your nails. Next up, we have Les Mini Macaron, and I really, really like this system. This is a classic gel. I actually do not know where the gel polishes are. I just moved all my nail polishes to like a more organized system, and clearly not more organized because I can't find them. But I really, really enjoy their polishes. Their gel polishes are thinner than Olive and June's, are, at least in my opinion, but they are still thick polishes, so thin coats is really important. So I have this one where you can cure one finger at a time, which I find really, really helpful. And a lot of the time I just like to cure one finger at a time. However, they also have ones where you can cure a whole hand at a time. Their polishes are really great. With them, I also think really thin coats are really important. I think with any gel, really, it's really important to do the just do thin coats, because if not, it can kind of get away from you quick. What's really great about them is you do not need a base coat or a top coat. It's kind of a 3-in-1 polish, which is amazing, because sometimes I just do not have the patience to do base coat, top coat, all of that. So that makes it super, super easy. And I would say I can get up to 14 days, like a full 2 weeks out of it. But I would say on average for me, I would say on average it's about 12 days that I can get out of it before I kind of want to remove the polishes. And it removes like a standard kind of gel polish. So I buff the top, and I use nail polish remover acetone on a cotton pad, and I let it soak, and it does come off relatively easy, which is really, really nice. And overall, I'm a really big fan. I really wish I knew where the polishes are. It doesn't matter, but I am a really, really big fan of also their mini lamps. Sometimes like a mini lamp is just what you want. And especially with a classic gel, I feel like using a mini lamp is just ideal. And I know a lot of nail artists do prefer to use something like this, a singular cure, like a single cure, nail cure lamp, as opposed to doing one where you have to cure the whole hand at a time, which I kind of get, because it just makes it a little bit easier. And then lastly, we have Mani Me. I do believe they changed their name, but Mani Me, and these are kind of stick-on gel polishes. So I have one here that I love. Look how pretty that nail design is. Look how pretty. I love this. I actually bought multiples of this specific one because I was such a big fan of just the way that it looks, and it just is so pretty. And I tried one of the I tried one like full system of their polish, and then of this one specifically, this design. I was like, okay, gonna buy multiple because it's so cute. But they have so many cute designs. They also have solids, and it's really, really nice to use. So the way that this system works is you have a prep pad. So it comes with a prep pad. Then so buff your nails, do all the stuff, then use the prep pad. Then you take one of these nail stickers, these gel nail stickers off, and you apply it to your nail. Now, there's two options. You can do a custom one, so you take a picture of your hand and your nails, and so they can see, you know, the shape of your nail, the shape of your cuticle area, the width of your nail, and then they send you something that's like a custom fit, or you can just do the classic. I do the custom because it's very good, and it's very impressive actually how they do it. And if you want to adjust the fit because you're like, oh, I feel like it needed to be a little bit wider or longer or something, or I want it to be longer because I'm gonna have my nails be longer, you can adjust it, which is really nice. You take one of these, you apply it, you make sure you kind of get all the bubbles and all of that out. Then you take the nail file that they give you, and on the back of this, I just want to show you, on the back of this, it tells you all the ways that you can like all the instructions, which is really nice. You take the nail file and you file off the excess. Now, the way that I think is best to do this is you cut it, not all the way to the end, but depending on how short your nails are or what's happening or how much extra you have, I cut some of it. It just makes it a little bit easier to kind of do, and then you kind of get the excess off, and then you're good to go. I've done this a ton of times. There was a learning curve at first when I first started doing this system. However, it didn't take me too long. It took me like maybe, I feel like after the first time, maybe after the second time, I was like fully used to using it, and it's just really, really easy and nice to use, and it lasts really long on the nails. Overall, I'm a really big fan of Mani-Me. I do believe they changed their name to like Manifest or something like that, but when you search them, and I'm gonna link everything down below, when you search them, under Mani-Me, they still come up, but I feel like I can get these to be, I've gotten them to be 10 days before. I would say that the average wear for me is about 7 to 8 days. You do not need to cure them, which is incredible. It's just like, it's so easy to use. It does take a little bit to get used to like sticking the gel nail sticker on your nail. But once you kind of get the hang of it, I find it relatively easy to use. And the only thing that's a little bit annoying is that you kind of have to take off the excess, but that really, in the grand scheme of things, is like the easiest thing ever, and it's really not that hard, and it lasts really nicely. And I feel like when you want just like a cute nail design, something like this is the best, because getting nail designs on your nails these days, it's really, really expensive, and I totally get why, because people are artistes. They should 100% be charging how much they are, but sometimes I don't want it to be on my nails for longer than a week or longer than 10 days, and so then getting a full like design doesn't always make sense because it kind of feels a little bit wasteful. So doing something like this when I kind of want a shorter wear, let's say, on a design, this is really, really great, and they have a lot of designs. They also have the option to do like custom fit. I know I said this, but there's ones that are custom fit that you can do under custom fit, or also ones that are just a standard fit. I've done both. I prefer the custom fit. I just think it's, first of all, genius. I feel like I have really small nails, so I need the custom fit to kind of make it like it look as seamless as I wanted to. And also I like the custom fit because it just makes it easier when I'm applying to my nails because they aren't too wide. And I find that the standard fit is a little bit too wide for my nails. But overall, I'm a really big fan of Mani-Me, and it's just an easy system, and you don't need to use any like curing, you don't need to do anything like that, and it is really easy to kind of remove. Like it comes off really, really easily. And yeah, overall I'm a really big fan of all these systems, but I mean, I know I said it already, but by far my standout is Manicurist, and they just are doing their thing, and they're so good. I would love to know down below, what is your favorite at-home mani system or at-home nail polishes? Let me know down below. What is your favorite gel to use at home? Let me know down below. I would love to know. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.